unparalleled in American history.
Here to share their thoughts, Katrina Pierson, a spokesperson for America First policies and a former Trump campaign spokesperson, and Democrat strategist Hamza Khan. Welcome, you guys.
Thank you. Good morning.
Okay, so we're going to start with you, Katrina. Is Levin right? Is this unparalleled in American history?
Oh, absolutely, Rachel. This is beyond despicable. I mean, the left has no decency. Even though an Indiana university shows that only 7% of journalists are reporters, it just goes to show you, or are Republican, it just goes to show you that they have no bounds. There are no boundaries at the level and the extent that they will go to smear this president, his family, and those people around him, whether or not it's his children or even his friends. And it's quite scary.
Hamza, what do you say? Is this unparalleled, or have you seen this before in other administrations, in your opinion?
In my own opinion, this is not unparalleled at all. This is a part of being in the American political system. I'm not sure how many journalists are independents, but I'm pretty sure a vast majority of them are in comparison to being Democrats or Republicans. It helps with the job, as I understand it, from my journalist friends. But what I can tell you for a fact is that this isn't something new. We saw how terrible the right treated the Obama presidency and Obama's family while he was in office. In fact, as I recall on Fox last year, a couple of times, comments had to be deleted from the Fox website of people attacking Barack Obama's two daughters, using racial slurs and terrible language about that. In this case, you have fully grown children who are directly involved in the White House. Ivanka Trump has a very high-profile role, as does her husband until very recently. And so this shouldn't be a surprise at all that they'd be under the scrutiny of the public, since they're using public dollars to do a lot of the things that they're doing every single day.
Well,
okay,
Barron
so
Trump
Katrina,
is a minor child, and they do criticize him as well. And I'm not talking about your random trolls on the internet. I'm not talking about your sideways bloggers or anyone on the fringe. I'm talking about mainstream reporters, mainstream Hollywood actors and actresses who advocate violence against this family. It is unprecedented. We have seen.
Sorry,
okay, well, let's take
really quick. It's really important here to jump in. Katrina, can you give an example where
I'll give you an
example.
I'm going to give you an example.
Of the
I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to give you an example, and I want you guys to respond to it or react to it. So Ivanka goes to the Olympics representing the American people there, representing the White House, and an NBC reporter asked her to comment on her father's accusers. Let me ask you this. Do you think that Chelsea would have ever been asked about her father's accusers? And remember, her father's indiscretions happened inside the Oval Office. Respond.
Chelsea was a high school student, as I recall, during the Clinton
but she was on the campaign trail representing her parents.
Ivanka Trump was a full-grown woman who has herself been subject to her father's gross misogyny and has had to point that out more than once, including saying that she would use mace on him in public. So I don't think that there's much of a comparison here. You're comparing a minor here to a woman who runs her own fashion industry.
Last I checked, Chelsea was an adult during the last campaign. Katrina.
During the last campaign,
Chelsea
but not during the Clinton administration.
The last campaign. At exactly the same time, people were talking about her own father's misconduct. Not a single reporter asked her about that. So, Rachel, you're absolutely right. In the case of Barron Trump, they criticize him all the time online. If you're just talking about online comments.
Are you saying journalists? I'm sorry. Are you saying journalists are criticizing Barron? Are you saying journalists are kidding? Are you saying journalists are? I'm asking you a serious question. Are journalists criticizing Barron? Because that would be unprecedented. That would be very unjournalistic.
Let me give you some other examples that
you've asked for. Or are you just throwing this out here just to create some drama on TV?
Talk about
because that seems like you're trying to do.
Katrina, you have the last word. Go ahead.
You've had
Hamza, hold on.
Hold on. Severed head.
Let's put aside the last fact. Let's talk about facts on TV right now.
One at a time. Katrina has the last word.
Going after Barron.
Katrina,
there are no journalists going after Barron. End of story.
Unprecedented criticism. Period. You talked about comments on a website, and I'm talking about the exact same thing.
Attacking people for
being Hamza,
black.
We got to go. Thank you very much, both of you, for a spirited debate. All right. A new poll shows young people are backing Democrats over Republicans ahead of the midterms. So what can the right do to reverse the trend? Plus, while many companies in corporate America turn their backs on the NRA, some voters are